So I wanted to make this video, and I know it's gonna make a lot of people mad and feel some type of way, but I really don't care because what I'm about to say makes sense and it's the truth. For the longest since I was younger, and I know it's been a big thing with this whole mixed people being black, and if you mix, you black, or if your daddy black, if your daddy black, even though your mom white, you still consider black. So when I was younger, I used to kind of believe in that because of the saying, because of slavery and all of that type of stuff. Well, first, let me say this, because I know a lot of people like, why is everything about race? This video is about race because it's the topic that I'm talking about. It's not putting down no race or making anything racial or nothing like that. I'm just stating a fact, and I just want to bring clarity because I'm tired of people saying stuff that don't make sense. So anyway, um, yeah, so when I was younger, I used to believe in that. And now that I'm older and I have a brain and I'm able to think logically, I understand that it doesn't make any sense for a lot of reasons. So, first off, why it doesn't make sense is that if you mix anything, it's not going to be the same thing as it was. And that's what I hate is that why do we call mixed people one race, but we don't call animals one race? Like if a dog has, a mixed breed dog, we don't just call them one race. Like if a German mixed with a poodle or something, we not gonna just call it a German Shepherd or a poodle. We gonna call it a mixed breed. So why is we doing that for humans? And then also, if you mix blue and green, do you get blue or do you get green or do you get a whole new color? Like when you like it just conversation when you mix something, it's mixed, it's going to become something else. Like no matter how you try to slice it or how you try to look at it. And it's crazy that the only thing that we don't consider mixed is people and race, which makes no sense. Like literally half of you is that other thing. So it just doesn't make logical sense. First of all, it's an emotional thing, and all it does come from emotions. And Black people like to say that because I'm not putting down no mixed person. If you mix and you want to identify as Black and call yourself Black, that's fine on you. But I'm just coming from a logical standpoint that it doesn't make sense. And then also too is that my problem is that me, somebody who is Black, who has a Black mom and a Black father, it's like, what am I? Like, am I super Black? Like, what is like if somebody who has have a white mom and a Black dad is considered Black, then what is somebody who has a Black mom and a Black dad? Like, it can't be the same. Like, how am I literally as Black or the same as somebody who has a white mom and I have a Black mom? Like, what sense? Like, it doesn't make sense at all. Like it literally doesn't. And I don't understand why people think this. And then getting back to racism, well, slavery and all of that type of stuff, because that's what they like to say, the one drop rule. All of this is really showing and it's making Black people look bad because it's showing that we don't have no pride in our race. All it's showing is that white people have pride in their race, right? White people basically saying, if you ain't fully white, you can't fuck with us. Black people saying, if you just a drop of us, you can fuck with us. Like, how does that make sense? Like, it making us look like we don't care about our race, and then Black people just accepting of everybody. And that's been our problem for the longest, that Black people just accept anybody into our race. And then, because if you really had pride, you wouldn't be just accepting anybody. Like, it's Black people who be calling white people Black. Like, if you cool enough, then you Black. Like, that's crazy. Like, people be calling Eminem Black and be calling Max Kellerman, like, it's a bunch of people I can't think about. Jim Carrey, like, be calling white people Black just because they cool and they get along with Black people. Like, I thought that your parents and your skin color and all of that stuff make you Black, not just if you cool or not, or if you identify as Black. Because that's what it comes down to. Anybody who identifies Black can be Black. No matter if you Asian, you could be an Asian, but long as you listen to rap music and hang around Black people, then you Black. Like, it doesn't make logical sense at all. And then people try to say that, well, your dad is where the genes come from. How? Well, we could say that, but then how when your mama's the one that raised you and you came out your mama pussy and your mama carried you for 9 months? How are you black then when your mom, the main person who raised you? Because a lot of times, especially if you ain't had your father in your life like that, you was raised around a white family, like your grandparents white, it just doesn't make logical sense. Like, it's okay. It's enough mixed people now. Maybe back in the day, it wasn't enough mixed people to where it was complicated, but there's a lot of mixed people in the world to where y'all have your own group. Obama, Drake, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, like all of y'all mixed. Like y'all your own race, y'all got your own thing. Like I don't understand why is it that they try to lump and group everything together like that. Like that's dumb to me. Like and it just really doesn't make sense. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not putting down nobody. I'm just speaking what makes logical sense. How the fuck can you mix two things and then it's just one thing? Like it just dumb to me. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on my reasoning for that and how I feel about it because it's crazy every time people say that. And to me, it's kind of insulting to me, and I don't understand how Black people don't feel that that's insulting. That somebody who has half of their family white, was born in a white neighborhood, probably had white experiences, can claim to be the same thing that I am when I didn't have none of that. Like having a Black mom, and I know this person, like having a Black mom and having a white mom is completely different. From somebody who had a white friend and spent a lot of time over there and seeing how his white mom, we know that white women and Black women act different a lot, and they gonna raise their kids different in a lot of ways. Then also, because the conversation kind of came up about Patrick Mahomes, and when you look at Patrick Mahomes, like I said, his wife is white and his kids look straight white, just like Drake. So it's like, how is they Black? And then if they get with a white person, then their kids gonna look basically like they white. Like you able to really dictate on who you have kids with, how your kids gonna end up looking. And then now Mahomes and Drake kid is like 75% white. Like don't look like Drake's son don't look like he have no Black in him. Like it just don't make sense at all. So y'all can feel how y'all want to feel, but like I said, I know what I'm saying make logical sense, and I want y'all to argue with what I'm saying.